All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises due to the Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash.
All right, double honors unto the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the elect. All right, we out here another Saturday. All right, prophesying the downfall of this wicked place called America, man. In the stead of the prophets of old. So,
That's good.
Yep.
This is the book of Jeremiah,
Yes, sir. Yes,
chapter
sir.
28, verse 8.
Damn, that's the spirit.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? When the Lord is getting ready to take down a kingdom, destroy a kingdom, change a kingdom, guess what, man? He sends his prophets, all right, out on the streets, man. All right, to warn the people. All right, that's one thing about the Lord, man. He always gives his people a warning, man. All right, in the stead of the prophets of old, man. Right, we see, the scriptures speak about as in the days of Noah. All right, Noah's a prophet. All right, prophesying, hey man, the world's about to get flooded, man. All right, and that's that we're doing the same thing, man. All right, we're prophesying. All right, go ahead.
Well, real quickly, you said the prophets of old, and you're gonna say the prophets that have been before me.
Right.
What's one of the prophets that's been before Jeremiah that we read about?
Samuel.
But Micah.
Yeah.
Right.
Book of Micah.
Yeah.
This is real quick. I'm gonna jump back to
We got
it.
it.
But this is what I want to say. We're reading Jeremiah 28 and 8, right? You got to kind of think, but this is before the Bible was codified, right? There was no Jeremiah 28. He was kind of like reading one full thing, right?
Right.
So, just two more chapters. This is who he's going to be speaking about. This is Jeremiah 26 and 18. Micah, the Morashite, prophesied in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah, and spake to all the people of Judah, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Zion shall be plowed like a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of a forest. So, as you can see, he quoted Micah, who was on the scene just, a little bit before him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what did he prophesy? Micah was saying, look, Jerusalem is going to be a heap, and it did become that. It got stomped the fuck out with the Babylonians, right?
That's right.
And in the future with Titus and Vespasian. What's that called?
Flavian Dynasty.
The Flavian Dynasty.
There's a show on about that time period right now. It's called Those About to Die. It's on it's on Hulu. Is it Hulu? I watch it on GoMovies.sx. But Peacock, all right, yeah.
It's Flavian or Flavius means blonde hair, I believe.
Yeah, I think so,
So
yeah.
Josephus, he's one of them brothers by there. Josephus Flavius. Speculation maybe. So this is Jeremiah 28 and 8.
Right.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what? That's what we're doing right now. Prophesying against many countries and against great kingdoms, man. All right? Especially what, man? Here in America, which is what currently the greatest kingdom that's here upon the earth, man. All right? It's not going to be all fun and games for America. In general, the whole world, but America is going to be the epicenter of what's about to go down in this bitch, man. All right?
It says, and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, that's right, man. War and of evil and of pestilence, man. So guess what, man? All these nations, all right, they getting ready to gather in the valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, for that third world war, man.
I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
This is Numbers chapter 6, chapter 12, verse 5. And the Lord came down in a pillar of a cloud, which is the chariot, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And the Lord said, and the Lord Yahweh said, Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in the vision, and will speak to him in the dream. That's why the true prophets of the Lord is going to speak the Lord's words. They ain't going to break down Revelation 19 and 12 wrong. They're not going to break down Zechariah 13 and 8 wrong. Because
It's not going to be paid off.
they're not going to be paid off. The true prophets of the Lord is going to speak the words of the Most High. Because these are his words. These are not our words.
Yeah, that's right, man. And guess what, man? Hey, man, we're not here prophesying fun things and smooth things, all right, a prosperity type doctrine. Nah, man. we're looking to see what's going on in the earth, and we're filtering it through the scriptures, man. And what's coming out of the pipeline, man? The scripture said what, man? War, evil, and pestilence, man. All right, destruction. All right, this place gonna get nuclear war. Yeah, you got something?
This is Proverbs 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before fall.
Yeah, that's right, man. So it says what? Pride goes before destruction, man. And guess what, man? All right, America, all right, led by the so-called white man, the Edomite, is the most proud country on the face of the earth, man. All right, they got a whole month called Pride Month. All right, a lot of their military is based on pride, American pride, and all of this, man. But guess what, man? Yeah, the few, the proud, the Marines. All right, they always push that word, all right, like they was the one that really set themselves up to be kings on the earth, man. All right, they got it confused. All right, they got it confused because guess what, man? It's really the Lord, all right, give kings their crowns, man. All right, so we in the reality, ain't nobody supposed to have no reason to be proud, man. But guess what? The scriptures say what? Pride goes before destruction. And guess what, man? That pride is seeping up to the heavens. But guess what? America is eventually going to be brought down, man. All right, swiftly.
It says, verse 19, better it is to be up in the... Better it is...
You got to read the whole thing.
Okay, I'll read it again. Proverbs 16, 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Right.
Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoils with the proud.
Yeah, that's right, man. So it's better to be in a humble spirit with the lowly, man. And guess what, man? For the most part, all right, the men of the Lord, man, we're in a lowly position, man. We get our daily bread, all right? We have a roof over our head, clothes on our back, we eat every day, man. All right? So we're good, man. All right? Unlike these jakes out here, all right, they join to what? They join unto the so-called white man. All right, and they have received their what? Their compensation, man. They think they're really doing it, man. But guess what, man? All these things is really going to come to naught in the near future, man. All right? All right, they pushing the central bank digital currency. All right, eventually going to lead to what, man? The micro C-hip. And you know, a lot of these dudes out here, they want to keep their riches, man. They want to keep their riches, so they're going to do anything for it, man. All right, but we're not focused on that, man. The scriptures say what, man? Lay up for yourselves treasures not on earth where moth and rust do it corrupt, man.
Yeah, it's a funny thing, real quick. I want to speak on the central bank digital currency because the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve, he keeps saying, look, we're not going to do it. We're never going to do a Federal Reserve central bank digital currency. He's been pushing against it for a while. Now I was like sitting back like, I wonder why he's doing that, why he's saying that. Well, they want to do it, but they want to be the head of it. The thing is this, other countries are doing their own federal bank digital currency, most notably China. So that's why it's evil. It's only evil because China is leading. I'm sure once the tide turns and the United States is at the front of it, then all of a sudden it's a good to go thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, Donald Trump when he was running the first time, he said we need the CBDC desperately. I remember always saying that's something we need desperately. But now they trying to hide their true intentions, man. All right. That's it.
I got something. To back what you said about rich.
Yeah.
This is Luke 6:24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation.
Yeah, that's right, man. So woe unto you that are rich, man. You receive your consolation. That's your prize. All right, and guess what, man? Them type of prizes, that your gold and silver and whatever you got, your little money. In reality, man, it lets you know, man, that shit is worthless, man. All right, because in the time of calamity, in the time of judgment, hey, your money can't save you, man. All right, your couple dollars can't save you. I got real estate. You know what I'm saying? I got real estate. I got stocks and bonds. That's not going to save you, man.
Your real calamity is silver and gold. That's going to be able to help you in the time, because that's used as a bartering system.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's levels, brother. Me personally, I think there's levels. I think there's a certain level of catastrophe when gold and silver
It's not going to matter.
It's about food and resources.
Yeah, you're right. Because, food and resources. Now, if you got resources and you got food, you're right. Then it shows you that movie.
What you going to do about it, bro? You going to eat gold and silver?
You can't.
I'm talking about when shit really hit the fan. I believe speaking as a man, I think lead is gonna be more. Talking about bullets.
Yeah.
Gonna be more valuable.
So now,
than gold, so go ahead, bro.
even the trees on the leaves on the trees,
Right.
it's gonna be valuable than silver and gold because you can eat the leaves of the trees. You could take that and boil that and make a soup out of that shit. Even though it's gonna be leaf soup, but guess what? It's nutritious. You know what I mean? But in the time of calamity, when all hell break loose, in the beginning stages, gold and silver is going to be remaining supreme because you can use it as a barter system. People see gold and silver, and they be like, all right, we can use that as a barter system. I'll give you this, give me that. Not knowing that in the latter time to come, it's going to be worthless.
Yeah.
Just like that movie in Venezuela, they showed how the Venezuelans was throwing their paper currency on the floor. What movie that remind you of? I Am Legend. When he went to the bank and all the banknotes was on the floor.
Yeah, even the road. It was
Yeah.
fucking over money. They didn't
Yeah.
give a shit about that.
They ain't care about that. And I'm saying even in the movie The Road. So it's showing you how hard times are gonna come, and money, the paper currency is gonna be worth anything. It's not gonna be worth anything.
Right.
And then it shows you also The Road how they was setting people up and putting them on skillets and using it as a rotisserie and cooking them.
Oh, that was in the book. In the book, they had a baby on a rotisserie, but they couldn't put it in the movie. They thought it was too graphic.
Well, they put-
really had a baby on a rotisserie.
They had humans.
Yeah,
They had a lady on the fucking rotisserie, not a baby. It was a lady though, and it was.
They went on a rotisserie. I know the scene you're talking about. They had them chopped up in the basement.
Yeah.
And they went in there and it was like, holy fuck, like, you don't smell that shit? And it was like, nah, we got used to the smell. Dead bodies. They would keep some people alive. It was crazy shit, man.
So they was using them as rotisserie, and then one of their own boys was on that rotisserie. They was like, holy shit. Yeah, so it's hard times are coming, man. Don't think that hard times is not coming, man. Second Esdras 5:1. For many, you're gonna be caught up in a great number. You're gonna be taken in the. So how it says again? Concerning the tokens between signs, many of you gonna be taken in a great number, and that great number is a lot of people gonna be getting put to death, man. Second Esdras 8:50. Many great miseries coming to them that dwell on the land, because they have walked in great pride. So we live in some heavy times, man.
I was going to add, the scripture says, richest profit not in the day of wrath.
Right.
I remember I was watching the Pablo Escobar series on Netflix. There was a scene, because at that time, you know, he was a wicked drug lord. He was controlling everyone with money. It reached a point to where they was like, fuck it, like, we got to take him out. And all the money he had didn't help him out, because at the end, there was a scene where he was trapped in a house somewhere, and it was freezing. And he took the money to burn it for fuel, for fire, to keep his family warm. So it's like, you have millions of dollars, and it can't save you. Okay? Right. So if the Lord is not with you, then the Lord is not with you, man.
Gaddafi, remember Gaddafi? Because I want to use him because Gaddafi had gold.
Yeah.
They wanted him out. They didn't even give a shit about that. You had to go. They sodomized that dude with a fucking knife.
And then they took all his gold and silver and put it to the U.S. Treasury. Yeah, they sodomized him. Yeah, they sodomized him with a knife. I'm saying in the streets, they paraded around him in the streets, and they sodomized. And then Hillary Clinton was like, we came, we saw, and we conquered. She started laughing, and that's something that the ancient Roman king said. We came, we saw, and we conquered. Show you that this is nothing but Rome all over again.
I got something, bro. Well, I'm gonna keep reading Jeremiah 28. That was all that? You ready?
Yeah.
So verse 9 says, the prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall that prophet be known that the Lord has truly sent him. Then Hananiah, the prophet, took the yoke from off the prophet Jeremiah's neck and brake it. And Hananiah spake in the presence of all the people, saying, thus saith the Lord, even so will I break the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, from the neck of all nations within the space of 2 full years. And the prophet Jeremiah went his way.
Hey, that's right, man. And guess what, man? In the same stead, man. All right? We're prophesying what, man? The downfall of the so-called white man. All right?
Real quick, that part though, Hananiah is lying. That ain't happening.
Hananiah was a wicked ass false prophet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. But the thing is too, look, this is what's crazy about it. Hananiah, you know, just like really meditating, he probably think he was saying the right thing. Because you gotta remember, like, Jeremiah wasn't the Jeremiah back then, you know what I'm saying? Now we speak about him in this manner. But back in that time, you know, there was a couple prophets, right? So Hananiah was probably thinking like, yo, the Lord is really saying, this is good, but That's why the scripture says the deceived and the deceived are
I got it right here. I got it right
Go
here.
ahead, brother.
This is Job chapter 12, verse 6. It says, no, 12 verse 16, Slakia. 12 verse 16. And it reads, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
Yeah, that you know, the Hananiah is the equivalent of, let's say, Zabak, right? Wherein like he's teaching something wrong, but he can sincerely believe that the Lord is teaching him this the right way. You know what I'm saying? So Hananiah could be no different here, but again, it's really who the Most High is dealing with. The Most High wasn't dealing with Hananiah. It says, verse 12, and the word of the Lord came unto Jeremiah the prophet. After that, Hananiah the prophet have broken the yoke from off the neck of the prophet Jeremiah, saying, go and tell Hananiah, saying, thus saith the Lord, thou hast broken the yokes of wood, but thou shalt make from them yokes of iron.
Damn.
For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, I have put a yoke of iron upon the neck of all these nations, and they may serve Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon, and they shall serve him, and I have given him the beast of the field also. So you got two prophets saying two different things. One saying, look, the Lord is saying Nebuchadnezzar is going to rule.
Right.
The other, which is Jeremiah, which is true. The other saying, now the Lord is going to break him in pieces. It says, then said the prophet Jeremiah unto Hananiah, the prophet, hear now Hananiah, the Lord, have not sent thee. So that's like us when the apostles and elders were like, yo, the Lord ain't dealing with you, nigga. It's the same kind of back and forth going there. It says, but thou makest the people to trust in a lie. And you see, this is why we say, like, the same spirits coming back that walk with Nade and walk with these and Sakari, those are the same guys that follow the false prophets, because the false prophets also have a purpose to get the ones that the Lord don't want.
You got this dude Sakari talking about Zechariah 13 and 8.
Talking about, yeah.
You know, about the 2/3. You know, this dude is bugged out, man.
He's saying it's not talking about the ministers, it's talking about the prophets taking people through the wilderness, and we represent the fire, which again, that's just an angel just whispering sweet bullshit in his head. Like I said, two possible scenarios. Either he sincerely believes that madness, or the nigga's paid off. But I think a lot of these guys truly believe the shit that they saying.
Well, you got to go to the prophet. All right, you go to 1 Kings 22, verse 19 to 23. It talks about how they had a council in the heavens, and you had the men you had angels on the right hand side and on the left hand side. The right hand side is the righteous angels, and on the left hand side is the right hand side. They both
righteous.
But you got spirits, evil spirits, and you got righteous spirits. You got demons and you got angels, but they both righteous because they do the bidding of the Lord. So here they had a council against Ahab and against his wife Jezebel, you know, and it shows you how the Most High could put how the Lord. He didn't have to have no council; he could have put Ahab to death. But the Lord like things in dramatic. You know what I'm saying, he like things in dramatic faction. So what happened was the Lord. They had a council, and Ahab got put to death in Ramoth Gilead, but it was done.
You want to point that at like an angle? So
Yeah, stand there, brother.
Yeah, kind of. It was done at a point where
Put it front facing now.
yeah, kind of. It was done at a point where the Lord they had a council, and the Lord allowed a angel on the left hand side to be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. Now you gotta understand something. A righteous spirit is not gonna be a lying spirit. You know, you gotta understand something. A righteous angel is not gonna be a lying spirit in the mouth of his prophets. That was a wicked spirit on the left hand side that the Lord allowed him to do what he wanted, that he said he was gonna do.
That's right.
So you gotta understand something. The deceived and the deceiver belongs to the Most High. The righteous angels and the left angels on the left hand side. And if you worshiping them demons on the left hand side, guess what? You still worshiping the Most High, but on the left hand side. That's how deep the Most High is.
Still
Man.
his counsel.
That's right.
If you think about it, what Satan is doing is righteousness. What would be wicked is Satan wants to do righteousness, and that's wicked. The scriptures tell you obedience is better than sacrifice.
That's
so
right.
The angels on the left or right, they're all doing the Most High's purpose. It says, I ain't gonna read too loud because I don't want to draw attention.
Come.
It says, Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, I will cast thee from off the face of the earth this year. Thou shalt die, because thou hast taught rebellion against the Lord. So Hananiah the prophet died the same year in the 7th month.
And that was judgment from the Most High. That was judgment, man. It tell you in Job chapter 4, verse 7, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or wherever were the righteous cut off. Hananiah was not a righteous man. He was a false prophet that the Lord set up to be a stumbling block to the men that he wanted to be put to death by Nebuchadnezzar and his armies, you know? Because it was easy, it was a light thing for the Lord to put the spirit on all the men to obey Jeremiah. But you had men that obeyed Jeremiah, and they accepted that Nebuchadnezzar was the king of that realm, the king of the known world, and the Lord set him up to be the king. So you had men that succumbed to that. But other men was bucking up and they got put to death. It's the same thing going to happen now. Whoever buck up against the Lord's teachers, the apostles and the elders and the teachers of Great Millstone, you know, being bold to say that. But guess what? We teaching you 100% truth. If you don't fall in line, you're going to fall by the sword. You're going to be taken in the great number, pursuant to 2nd Esdras 5:1.
Yeah, the scriptures say what, man? The blind leadeth the blind. They both shall fall into the ditch, man. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on right now. You're seeing all these false doctrines being pushed to the forefront when it has nothing to do with the scriptures, man. All right? In reality, because you're really supposed to, you know, as we say, compare what's going on, you know, in the world and filter it through the scriptures, man. A lot of these dudes, they're not really doing that, man. All right?
That's something, brother. Jeremiah 6:30. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord hath rejected them.
Yeah, that's right, man. So these dudes are there, reprobate silver, man. All right? They
Easy gold?
Yeah. Fake ass gold, got a lot of, what you call the thing?
And
Yeah, right. It's not 100% that pure silver, you know what I'm saying?
it's like gold medals in the Olympics.
Right.
She was like mainly silver, but I mean still silver. It's like
Nah, that shit looks shiny on the outside, but on the inside it's some bullshit. The brother right, man. The Olympic gold medals, them shits is like 90% silver, some crazy thing like that, man. And they just it's gold plated. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, a little bit of real gold.
Yeah.
Even
pretty much.
the Oscars gold, the gold from the
Yeah.
Oscars, it's supposed to be pure gold. At once upon a time, in the early 20s,
So was the Olympics also pure
and
gold in the 30s.
but when they first came up with the Oscars in the early 1900s, that statue was pure gold.
Right,
Gold.
right.
But now that shit is gold plated. It's mixed with different impurities. Impurities where it's not really gold no more. You got probably like 10% gold and the rest is different other junk metals that I'm saying that make it worthless.
Right.
Pretty soon it ain't even gonna be that. It's gonna be that bullshit they give people with the platinum and gold records.
Right.
That rubbery looking shit. That's it's gonna be that soon.
You know, like the fact that it's not made with a bunch of gold, but other, you know, impure metals, whatever. That's called dross, right?
That's the word I'm looking for.
So this is Psalms 119 and 119. Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross. Therefore I will love thy testimony. So this is one of several scriptures where dross is compared to wickedness, man. So you take away that gold plate from these niggas, you're gonna see a bunch of wicked shit, man.
That's right.
In reality.
Yeah. Hey, the scripture say what? Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's
That's
hand.
Jeremiah 15:7.
Right, but in Revelation it said that golden cup is filled with fornication, how it go, fornication and wickedness, man.
Bro,
So,
I'm sorry, bro.
you go,
Real quick,
go.
you know what the gold plating is for a lot of these cans? It's a fancy garment.
Right.
It's a logo.
Right.
It's a cadence. It's a march.
Right.
That shit is just all gold plated.
Right.
You take that shit away,
There's no true substance to what they saying. All right, shit just looks shiny.
It's
You know what I
hollow.
mean? Yeah. You know, usually, IUIC, you got about 500 men marching in all uniform, looking purple and all of that. Hey, some people gonna get impressed by that, man.
well, you saw that one video. The guy said the visuals was bringing people in.
Right. Oh,
So what gets the people in? The visual. I'm like,
Shiny shit.
Okay.
the brother
Yeah.
Yashaban put the video. I'm like, okay, I'm listening. I'm like, okay, he got a good point. Invest in your camera. Okay, yep, you should great at it. Then he fucked up when he said what's bringing the people in the visuals. I'm like, oh, this nigga dropped
But
the ball.
you
It's
invested
like you
in-
about to cross a touchdown, just drop the shit.
But guess what? You invested in the camera what good is that camera when all hell breaks loose? You know what I'm saying? Because we here to preach the word. Even if you got you record on your phone and you got HD on your phone, you don't have to have a camera, Hollywood style camera, Hollywood style equipment. You ain't gotta have that, man.
That's the thing. It's like optional. If brothers, if that's the spirit on you, you want to make a nice cinematic piece, go ahead. But you can't then therefore say it's a necessity. None.
But I'm just saying, man. Me personally, why would I spend 4K on this camera and my phone could do the same thing? All I gotta do is get an iPhone or a regular phone that have 4K or 5K technology, and I can record from my phone. And it's the same thing. It's the same technology that I uploaded to my YouTube page. It's not about, huh? Well, I understand that, but I understand though. But having high quality videos, bro.
You got a red lens camera and shit like that. Fucking
But
prime lens.
yeah, I understand. But having a high quality video is not really. I mean,
It's cool if you want to.
you edifying, or you just being there trying to woo the crowd because you got special dynamics on your phone. So what you do? You bringing out the truth, or you trying to woo the crowd for your high quality camera? Come on, man. It's not about that. It's about edifying the hope for the elect, man. That's what it's. But to me, that's what it's about.
Yeah, man. Listen, man.
Speaking as a man.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, you want to do that. I know brothers got good mics and all of that, and good cameras and all that. If that's what you want to do, hey man, you can do that. But as a brother said, that's not how you get the quote unquote influx. The scriptures say, man, what? Through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men. All right, that's what the scriptures say. So we're really supposed to be pushing. It's not even a thing about having great numbers. It's not even a thing about that, man. I'll tell you this, man. 90% of the videos I so-called watch, I don't even watch it. I'm listening. I'm just playing it. It's just there. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, a brother say like, "Yo, look at what he says," so now I gotta watch it. You know what I'm saying? But 90%, I'm just listening.
One of the brothers reached out to me. Remember, did that documentary, Soldiers of Faith?
Yeah.
Really liked it, and one brother, he reached out to me. You want to pick it up and continue the documentary? I told him honestly, like my spirit not on it.
Yeah.
I mean, the spirit's on you. You go ahead and do it, but I solo my cooking right now. I'm just, if the spirit do get on me and I wish to invest in that again, yeah. But right now it's just like, I think now is that for that time,
Right.
But let me finish like it. But if a brother wishes, if the spirit get on you to do that, you're not going off, brother. It's just understand that. Look, it's not a necessity. It's not like you have to do something like that.
Right.
I remember when the spirit got on you to buy that expensive camera and everything, the tripod and everything. Now that tripod and that camera, you don't bring it on. It's probably in your crib in the closet somewhere. You know what I mean?
The tripod, the camera, I sold that shit.
Yeah. So the tripod is in your closet. In your closet. I'm saying this collecting dust. I mean, hey man, if we got to lose some more tripods and that we could use. Come on,
Yeah, but you made a good point.
I sold my first one like yours, and then I had got a different one like you had, and then I had pawned it. But the original one I have, but we don't even be using those.
Yeah, and the thing
I
is,
keep it because I'm sorry.
Right. No, you're right, 100%, bro. But the phones, like you was saying, we started that back when phones wasn't as clear. Now they're extremely clear. They can do a lot too. I mean, is it the same as it? No, it's not the same exactly, but like you said, a lot of brothers is just and at that time it wasn't like you had to do 3 shows a week. Right. Shows were a lot longer, and again, it was just for that time. But the IUIC, like I said, if you're passionate about your cinematic work and you want to help in the truth to put together something, that's cool. But to say that like this is what it's about and that's what's bringing people in, and
you're going off.
Going off of that, yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians 2 verse 17. For we are not as many which corrupt the word of the power, but as of sincerity, but we speak of the power in the sight of the power spake we in Yahushua. So everything that we do in the truth and sincerity for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're not here to make cinematic shows, man. Okay? We just set up our smartphones, get our scriptures together, and do the Lord's work in truth and sincerity, man. Okay? It's gonna come out clear. You're gonna be able to hear it. It's just not gonna be in 3D or 4K, man. But nevertheless, the whole point is we're doing the Lord's work, man. Okay? We don't need fancy equipments and microphones and speakers and all these different stage lights to preach the Lord's word. Because back in the day, the prophets weren't doing that, man.
Right. Hey, the Lord make it. hey, with the advent of these phones and all that, man, hey, man, the Lord made it simple for us, man. The advent of the phones and the internet, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Lord made it simple for us. We don't have to travel nowhere. We don't have to. I bought a camera when I first came into the truth, man. You behind like this.
We all had,
that.
it's like we all bought camcorders. I still got my camcorder, you know what I mean? But guess what? You paid $200-300 for a camcorder. Now, fast forward, 5-6 years later, we're not even using them no more. So that's wasted money that you bought. But hey, you still got the camcorder though, because you could use it on different occasions. You know what I mean? But we don't even use camcorders no more because it's easy to upload from your phone. Back then, we had to upload from the camcorder. You had to download it to your memory, and then upload it to your YouTube page. It took hours. You know what I mean? But now, download something. You say you got a phone, record it. You just put it on share, and boom, you downloading it. You know what I mean? To YouTube. That's nice.
This is Romans chapter 16, verse 18. It says, "For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, but their own belly." Right? So they really serving their own belly with their contrary doctrines, which was said in the verse above, with their contrary doctrines. All right, and their way of pushing the truth, man, trying to get big numbers and all of that, man. It's not about that, man. Hey, the scripture say what, man? How's it go? The multitude is going to perish. All right, the vast majority of people over here are going to perish, man.
Big money, big money.
Right.
Big numbers, big money.
Right.
That's what they're thinking about.
Right, exactly, man. And when you have big numbers like that, all right, I seen a video. I think Yashalam or maybe Barack Obama put it up. All right, they got, the men in the camp, they got the women. All right, that's pretty much, they expose another chick for being a whore and adultery and all these type of things, man. All right, so the Lord not dealing with all of that, man.
Yeah, when really, like, prevention is better than cure.
Right.
Like, you trying to put on front sheet, this is what happens when you be a hoe, we're going to shame you. But you could have prevented the matter by just not having women in the congregation.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Just kept that whore out there.
Right.
Simple, easy.
Right. It says, "For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple."
That's right.
And that's what it is, man. All right, they deceiving the hearts of the simple, man. People out here, they want, a lot of people just want to be a part of something. You know what I mean? But they don't understand, man. This not shit. This is deadly serious, man. All right? Getting married, extravagant ceremonies and all of that, man. That's things in the world, man. All of these things not gonna matter in these upcoming months, man.
Damn sure ain't.
Yeah.
Right. Ezekiel 11:16. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? Part of the curses was what? Our people being scattered, all right, throughout the whole earth, man. But guess what, man? In this time, man, the Lord is opening our eyes, right, to come back to Him, and it's going to be a small sanctuary, man. It's going to be a small sanctuary. This is not as in the time of Egypt where everybody got saved. All right, we're not in that time. All right, we're in a time where, guess what, it's just a select few, man. The scripture say what, 2/3 of our people are going to get cut off and die. All right, you read in Revelations, all right, it's 12,000 men from each tribe, the 144,000. All right, so these are small numbers, man. All right, hey, man, they got towns that don't have 140, that has more than 144,000. All right, so this is the times we're living in, man. Deadly serious. All right.
You have towns in Alaska, population 130.
Right.
You know,
right,
so that's less than 144,000.
Right.
So the people in them towns, they may be destroyed, but it's gonna be more people delivered and saved than it's in that town.
Right.
Population 138, 140, 150, 120. You know what I mean?
Right.
You see that a lot in Alaska, you know?
Yeah. You might have a couple people be saved in them kind of towns.
Yeah, there's going to be more people destroyed here than Alaska.
Right.
Yeah, come.
It's higher probability of wickedness, more population, right? It says, I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? All over the world, man, you know, you see men are opening their eyes. People are opening their eyes, man. All right, we got camps, you know, all over the world. All right, and not only that, in these other camps, guess what? They got camps all over the world too, man. And they got some elect people in there also, man. All right, but the vast majority, this is not for the vast majority, man. Hey, guess what, man? The vast majority, the Lord blinded them, man. The Lord blinded them, man. Covered their ears, man.
Isaiah 6:9.
All right, you know. So that's why we don't get offended. You know, when you first come into the truth, you want to tell everybody. You want to tell your mama and everybody. Guess what, man? This ain't for everybody. All right. Apostle Gabar, he always say, yeah, in this thing of ours, because it's not for everybody. All right. People are gonna get it. When it's too late. If you could get that, the family of the world, somebody can get that. You know, so then
Ecclesiastes 7:27. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found.
Right. That's King Solomon, you know. I love King Solomon, man. He always doing research. I always like, yo, this man do a lot of research, man, you know.
Yeah.
Say, out of all the men, out of 1,000 men, he found one righteous man. All right, out of 1,000, he found one righteous, and we already know if he found 1,000, if he found one righteous man, we already know how that went with, you know, the woman. All right, exactly. So the vast majority.
He said, out of the women, I found none.
Nada.
So he found one out of 1,000 men. He found one righteous man, but out of 1,000 women, he found none that was righteous, man.
Right.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
That tell you a lot about women, man.
Right.
Even to this very day, they tell you a lot about women, man. You know, they don't have a righteous fucking bone in their body, man.
Right.
They filled with emotions and they filled by they warped way of thinking. A woman could destroy her family by breaking up her family, by divorcing her husband for nothing, because she became bored, and the husband would sacrifice, even if he's bored or unhappy, he would sacrifice all that shit and try to make his family work and keep his family together. But the woman, nah, I'm bored. I'm unhappy. So listen, guess what? I'm filing for a divorce. And I've seen on TikTok, you got a lot of women, they file for divorce, right? And then they start becoming bitter and complaining, oh, my husband moved on real fast with his life. And you have one chick saying that she divorced her husband and she didn't receive nothing, no alimony, nothing, because nothing was in his name. That's not fair. That's not fair. But if it's not in his name, how can you get something that's not in his name? You know? Now, a lot of men are waking up to you women bullshit. Yo, fucking marry a man, you know, stay married for 5 years, 6 years, and then divorce him and try to take everything he got, man. So a lot of men is getting hip to that and putting shit in their family's name. It's not in my name. It's in my mom's name. It's in my pop's name, you know? So I ain't got shit. I ain't got no assets. So when you divorce me, you looking for something, you ain't getting nothing. You know?
Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. I'm talking too loud. That I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Yeah, that's right, man. So that's about to happen, man. All right. There's going to be a famine of the word. All right. They already, censoring brothers' page. Brothers got to talk in super code. All right. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, a bunch of acronyms.
Morse
code.
What I mean?
Morse code. You know,
Like we
right now.
in a damn NSA or something.
Right. You know.
All
Right. Exactly. You know. And eventually they're gonna shut down the internet, man.
But the chick that was the CEO of YouTube that was censoring all our videos, she got put her to death, man. She died of cancer. And before she died of cancer, her grandson, he got put to death. You know what I mean? The Most High put his ass to death too. So the Most High, while she was suffering, she witnessed her son, her grandson getting put to death, or her son. It could be her son. You know what I mean? And then weeks later, she passed. Now you in the spirit world with your son or your grandson, and when you come back, you can be a goddamn slave.
Yeah, that's right. So like, you just read it one more time. So
Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come. I'm speaking low because we're over here. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? Hey, all you prosperity pastors and all of these things, these people are going to be looking for answers, man. Your congregation is going to be looking for answers, and they ain't got no answers. You're supposed to warn the people, all right, what's about to come down, man. The word of the Lord said, guess what, man? The Lord is not coming to bring peace but a sword, all right? Great death is about to go on over here, man. And people are going to be looking for answers. The internet is going to be, shut down, all right, for the general public, all right? And they're going to be looking for answers, right?
And they shall wander from sea to sea.
Yeah, they're going to be looking around, man, all right? Hey, where are we at, man? Hey, these people we here every week. We're here every week, and people walk, the vast majority of people, they walk by, they hear, and we watch them listen. You know what I mean? Somebody might walk by slow and stop, and you might speak louder for them to hear, and they just keep it moving. All right? They're not gonna have no answers in that day, man. All right? Where are these men at? Or they might see you on the street and they'll listen, bro. I don't got nothing for you. You know what I mean? Sis, don't be touching me like that, man. Please, I got things to attend to. All right? So that's what's coming up, in these upcoming days, man.
And from the north, even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it.
Yeah, that's right, man. So that's why you gotta get it now, man. You gotta get it while the getting is good, man. All right, while you still have, access to this word. All right, and not just having access, man. Hey, man, because before I came into the truth, this was entertainment for me. It was entertainment, and then one day, I don't know which brother was talking about the news, and I'm like, oh shit. I gotta get my life together. I gotta, you know what I mean? That really put the fear in me, man.
Well, me personally, I was always reading the Bible. I grew up in the church, going down south with my grandmother, going down south in the churches and everything. So I always believed in the Bible. So when I didn't understand it, so when the apostles presented me the breakdowns, the true breakdowns of the Bible, it resonated with me. I understood. I'm like, well, wait a minute, that makes sense. So it was never entertainment. It was always me seeking salvation. Right. But when I obtained the true knowledge of the words of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, then I grabbed it. I said, you know what, this is the truth. I ran across the street to 125th Street to the then it's not there no more, but it was called where they sold refurbished equipment at. I forgot the name of it. I went and got me a recorder. I still got that recorder. And I went and got me a bunch of tapes, and I still got the tapes, and I started recording. And what the apostle was bringing out, the apostle prophesied Whitney Houston death, Michael Jackson. They prophesied a lot of things that was happening before it happened. So you got to understand something. I got it on tape, and I could bring the tapes out here and show you. I got to go through the tapes and figure out what tapes it was, but I remember. I remember on cassette tapes, the apostle was breaking down how Whitney Houston was going to get put to death. Michael Jackson was going to get put to death, and a lot of other actors and actresses that was around back then that they deemed they was going to get put to death, and it happened. Also things that's happening now in society, the MOTB, a lot of things, upwards of the people, famines, pestilence, and it's all coming out. So now we know we at the end.
Right. One more verse. And that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? Everybody's going to be, looking for answers, man. Looking for answers, but there ain't going to be no answers out here, man. We're not going to be out here, much longer, man. All right? Brothers, we love doing this, but guess what, man? We're looking forward to the day we're not out on the highways and byways. So guess what, man? That's another day closer, all right, to the arrival of our Lord, man. All right? We're not just going to be out here just prophesying, and these prophecies are not coming true, man. All right? Like some of these other camps, they speak like we're going to be here forever. All right? Trying to build communities and all of that, man. Guess what, man? Nah, man, we hastening the day, man. We hastening the destruction of this place, man. Straight up.
Hosea 5:15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's what our Lord Yahweh Shai did, man. All right, he went up to his place until they acknowledged, their offense, the children of Israel. And that's what we're doing, man. We're acknowledging our offense, man. We acknowledge we fucked up, All right, we acknowledge, amen. We got to change our way. We got to renew our mind. All right, that's what we got. That's what we got to do, man. All right, but guess what? Not everybody's going to do that.
Of course not.
Not everybody's going to do that. These people think they can just continue living wicked forever and forever, man. In reality, man, Jake knows what's right and wrong, man. It's in your spirit, man.
It's in your conscience, man.
In your spirit, man. You doing some fuck shit, bro. You know you're doing it, man. And you might not know it's in the scriptures, but you know it, though.
But deep in your spirit, deep in your spirit, you're like, damn, this shit is wrong.
Yep.
You know, but you know, you don't really grasp that you're doing something fucked up. But you know, deep in your spirit, you do, like you said, because you're conscious, man.
Right.
You know, you're deeper in the soul telling you this shit is wrong, and you know it's wrong.
Of course, even sometimes you watch certain movies, you see Jake and be like, yo, I know this is effed up, but I gotta do it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but you know, Jake is on a whole level when it comes to wickedness, man.
Right.
But when it's on the level of doing righteous, they tell you in the scriptures, Jake have no knowledge of that. But to do wickedness, Jake have all the knowledge in the world. They could teach you how to cook up some crack.
Best chemist.
They could teach you how to cook up some crack. When it comes to breaking down these scriptures, they have no knowledge of that, man. But they could teach you how to cook up some crack. They could teach you how to cut up some fucking heroin to make it not lethal enough, whereas you could sell it and they won't die from an overdose. They can tell you that much.
Nigga Biggie Smalls, instead of talking about the Lord's commandments, that nigga said the 10 crack commandments.
That's what the Most High killed him. He was a blasphemer, man.
Because I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
Yeah, that's right, man. So in their affliction, they will seek the Lord early. All right, when shit, you know, that's how, you know, a nigga get wet. When shit started to get real, you want to turn to the Lord. This whole time we telling y'all, all right, hey man, change your wicked ways, man. All right, change your wicked ways. Renew your mind. Put off the things of this world. All right, you know, put the Lord first. All right, but guess what, man? All people gotta learn the hard way. All right, when all hell breaking loose, when you didn't eat for 2-3 days, now you want to call upon the Lord, man. All right, when you thirsty, you can't get nothing to drink. You ain't drink nothing in 2, 3, 4 days, man. Now you want to call upon the Lord. Now, when you gotta make decisions on which child you gotta eat, which one of your kids you gotta eat, right? These are the times now you want to call upon the Lord, but the Lord didn't want to hear you, man. The Lord didn't want to hear you.
They get locked up.
Right.
Yeah, that's the first thing they do. They turn religious quick.
My brother.
They turn religious quick, man.
Yeah.
Some turn to that phony religion, Islam. Some turn to fucking bullshit Christianity. But they don't call on the true name of the Lord. They call on Jesus and they call on Allah.
This is Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? And we're gonna laugh, man. All right, how the Lord gonna laugh? You know, through His men, we're gonna laugh. All right, because we understand. Guess what, man? The things that's about to go down is judgment from the Lord, man. These people ain't hearkening, man. All right, so the Lord gonna laugh at your calamity. He said, "What are you gonna? What when your fear come in?" He said,
I will mock when your fear comes.
I gonna mock when your fear come in, man. All you freaking hoes out here, you strong and independent. All right, man. And that day, I'm gonna say, hey, man, keep the same energy. Everybody, this is the thing, man. Everybody just keep the same energy when all hell breaks loose, man. Don't switch up. Don't switch up. Don't switch up. Keep the same energy until the end, man.
That's
all right.
Right. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me.
Right.
But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, they shall not find me.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, man, that's like a bitch, you know what I mean? You trying to hit this bitch up? Yeah. Bitch only want to hit you up when she wants something. She wants some bread or something, some type of thing.
She want her bills paid.
Yeah, that's when she want to hit you up. Oh, how you going? And, hey, big head and all this other thing. Guess what, man? The same way you be going to reject a bitch like that is the same way the Lord going to reject these people.
The rappers talk about before they made it.
Right.
Oh, was that Mike Jones? Now I'm hot, they all
on me. Yeah, exactly.
If shit get hot, they're going to be all on us.
Yep.
You got more? I got a precept. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25, and it reads, it says, in the day of prosperity, there's a forgiveness of affliction.
Yeah, that's right, man. So these people out here, a lot of these niggas, they get a couple dollars, all right, and they forget where they at. They forget what's really going on. All right, this is the land of your captivity, my man. All right, this is the land of your captivity, man. Your ancestors, they blood all over in the ground in this place, man. All right, the so-called white man out here doing you dirty, man. All right, a nigga think, all right, just because he could afford a good lawyer, you know what I mean? He's in a good case. $50,000 for the retainer fee and all of that, man. You know what I mean? You know?
Real quick, you got a lot of these athletes that's making millions of dollars. They in their prosperity.
Right.
They have no knowledge of affliction.
Right.
They're not being afflicted.
Remembrance.
There's no remembrance of when they was broke before they became successful to the point where they got millions of dollars, almost a billionaire. Like Floyd Mayweather. He don't, even though he was stuck in over in Saudi Arabia, he had to pay that big ass fine because one of his entourage stole some shit.
Right.
He paid it, now he back in the States. But they held him there for a couple of months. He was all on social media crying, trying to get back to the States. Now he's back in the States.
You said Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah.
He's stuck at.
He was in Dubai because of the fact that one of his entourage, they stole something. It was an Edomite dude. He had as his entourage. They stole something. So they was like, yo. So they was like, yo, let's give it back. But he paid. But they was like, we don't want the money. We want the artifact that he stole because that's more valuable than any money you can give us.
It'd be like that.
So they finally got the artifact back, and they released him, and he came back to the States.
Can you describe what it was that they stole from Mayweather?
It was some kind of artifact, like a jewel or something. I'm saying some kind of ancient shit that was worth billions of dollars that some white dude stole. But
Oh, he stole it from Dubai. He stole it from Mayweather.
he stole it. No, he stole it from Dubai,
Oh.
and they wanted it back. Because Dubai, you know, Mayweather had this entourage with him out in Dubai,
Right.
so he
He's in
stole some
charge,
artifact, and the dude, Floyd was like, listen, I pay for it. They said, we don't want no money. We want the artifact back. That's more important than that money you won't give us. You know what I mean? So he got the artifact back. Floyd Mayweather,
Money can't buy.
you fired the dude. He no longer around, but he came back to the States. So I'm saying that to say this: in a day of one's prosperity, you know, it's the forgetfulness of affliction. You in your prosperity, you making millions of dollars. A football player, you a boxer, you famous, you got all kind of wealth, you got all kind of women. But when all hell break loose and the system collapse and the economy collapse, now that money you got is worthless. So now it says.
Like, I just say something on that right there real quick. Yeah, bro. It's not even, listen, it don't necessarily even have to be you gotta be a millionaire and you forget your prosperity. Hey, you got niggas out here, they broke last week, they was broke last week, and guess what, man, they paycheck hit this week and they completely forget they was fucked up last week. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it don't even really gotta be a bunch of money, man. All right?
Right.
Hey, bro, I did, come on, bro. We was in the world, man. I was you know what I mean? You know? Right.
You get a little come up from income tax or whatever.
Right.
You may hit the number.
Right.
You get like 4,000 or 5,000. Now you like,
we lit.
now you only last week you was fucking broke.
Right.
Penny pinch, and now you got a little $5,000. Now you think you better than everybody.
When you up, your whole fucking everything changed.
Now you think you better than everybody. Now you got 5 G's. You hit the number, or you got to come up, and now you look at the dude that's actually for $1. You look at him like funny like.
It's a money deal, bro.
Sometimes you wonder, like, where the fuck that money goes, bro?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So here it is. This is back in the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25. It says, in the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction, there's no more remembrance of prosperity. And that's what's coming, affliction. You ain't gonna remember that you was on top at the time. Now you remember that you in the bottom, and you ain't got no, many of these women, you ain't got no toiletries, you ain't got no pads, you know what I mean? You can't wash your ass, you know, you bleeding, and there's no water, and you smelling like a goddamn, you smell like a goddamn stink box now, you know what I mean?
Right.
Real nasty, yo.
And during that time, those animals were gonna be able to smell that blood.
Oh, yeah, but what I'm saying is this also too, right? They show you that in that movie, Gangs in New York, with Leonardo DiCaprio, when all hell broke loose, the zoo animals got released, and they was trampling people and killing people, and lions was attacking people. Right. This is gonna be the same thing in this day and time right now, huh?
That's crazy. I was in Gangs in New York.
Yeah, you never seen that movie, Gangs in New York?
I
Watch that movie, Gangs in New York. You gonna see the zoo animals, elephants running the streets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gangs in New York, bro.
movie. I gotta watch it
I gotta be
again.
watching too.
I love that movie, Gangs of New York. I watched that movie like I binge watched that movie, man.
I know it's
I got precept though. This is Ecclesiastes 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Yeah, that's right, man. So because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. All right. A lot of our people think you're not gonna get judged. A Thor guy, he said, you think all these things gonna happen in this time? Yeah, it's gonna happen in this time, man. It's gonna happen. We're gonna see the destruction. We're gonna see the fall of this place, man. We're gonna see all hell breaking loose in this place.
Just like
man.
it happened during the time of Noah.
Right.
You know,
Right.
they was like, oh, that ain't gonna happen. Rain, that's unheard of. Ha 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 ha.
Right.
Making fun, making mockery of Noah. But
Right.
guess what? When it started raining, now they beating on the door. But the Most High sealed the door himself because he knew that Noah was gonna have compassion and open the door and let them people in. Noah, open the door. It's raining profusely. Open the door. Open it up.
So you see, it's a big hungry shark.
Well, you know what? Hey, man, you listen. They didn't even have to see the whole flood to know they fucked up. All it takes is one raindrop. That's all it takes. Yeah, another raindrop. All you gotta do is
Them
Oh,
springs,
shit.
that
That alone
pressure,
shocked them
yeah.
like,
that
wow.
pressurized water coming from beneath.
right,
Yeah,
right,
That
right.
pressurized water.
Sheesh.
Cutting them in
It's
half.
violent.
Yep.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
They see them.
Yep.
They
Yeah,
all-
that rain wasn't like the rain that you experience now.
No.
That was like the brother mentioned, pressurized water because it was actually cutting through the earth.
Right.
It literally broke up land masses in 3 continents. So
Yeah,
that water,
sheesh.
the both sides just opened up that ozone layer and put a different type of pressure
yeah.
to that water. Just
Do they
skin,
still-
flesh, stones.
Yep.
Do they still use that to clean? You know how they store fuel in those tanks they use to pressurize water to clean? They still do that with that?
I've seen them had water cutting through steel and shit, bro.
Like
So, and-
cleaning things with the fuel tanks. Somebody that
Water is powerful, bro.
Somebody that should do the
Just
job.
think about it. If it's ripping through a continent, imagine what it's doing through flesh.
Right.
That was
Water is
water
powerful,
rising
bro.
missile, nuclear attack, cut.
You got power that's you got water that clean bricks and that's like you said, it could cut your flesh off. Let me see, flay your
Spin it
flesh,
real
bro.
fast to make electricity.
All right.
All of that.
Back when real quick, back when Yahweh shot when Yahweh destroyed the earth through water, he had the only one that survived. The fish was okay. The fish was okay. Everybody died. The birds, the creepy things in the earth, they all died. But now the Most High, I tell you in the second Ezra 16, verse 12, that the Most High, that this fire is gonna dry up oceans, man. It'll create more land. And what's gonna happen to the fish in them oceans, man? They're gonna get put to death.
They're gonna get that turn.
The Most High is gonna have, he's gonna bring judgment upon the fishes too.
Esau fucked everything up.
So-
Look what he was doing.
You can see, yeah, they come out, but you can see that the Most High had mercy on the fishes. The fishes, all right, when it was a flood, they had their little, probably had their little mastery that come up, you know what I'm saying, eating flesh, you know what I mean? But now the Lord's going to destroy the fishes. I mean, the Lord's going to do, he's going to do his thing, man. That's how angry the Lord is, man.
Yep.
Back in Ecclesiastes 8 and
The world
11.
is mainly water, so they'll be alright.
They're cut.
Back in Ecclesiastes 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? Our people out here, they still doing wickedness, man. They fucked up out here. Guess what, man? They think nobody's seen it. They think they don't have to pay for their sins, man. In the spirit of Esau, man. They think they don't have to pay. But guess what, man? We're in a time of judgment, and everybody's going to get their reward, man. All right? Whether it's a righteous reward or whether it's a terrible reward, man. All right? This is the time we're living in, man. We're in a time of great judgment. All right, it's going to be passed through the whole earth, man. All right, you know. And guess what, man? We're out here doing what we're supposed to do, okay? Because we don't want to be on the wrong side of the Lord's wrath, man. All right, straight up. All right. Because guess what, man? This is our only hope, man. The so-called white man can't save you, as we spoke about earlier. Your money can't save you, man. All right, riches not profit you, not going to profit you in the day of the Lord's wrath, man. All right, straight up.
Back in Proverbs 1, verse 28 now. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they were none of my counsel.
Yeah, that's right, man. So they hated knowledge, man. These guys out here since I was little. All right, these guys out here since whenever. I remember maybe last year a dude walked by. Oh, you see the apostles. Oh, you guys still out here? I remember you guys were still on 34th Street. All right, Brian, and he kept it pushing. All right, you know, not taking heed of the Lord's counsel. Oh, them guys, them dudes is crazy. All right, they might see us out here. All right, you know, great milkstone in season and out of season. They might see out here. It's snowing outside, man. All right, guess what, man?
I got a precept. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. And that's what's happening, man. That's what's going to happen, man. When all hell break loose, a lot of you people, mainly women, going to dwell in torments, man. If men going to be, if it tell you in the scriptures, men shall be afraid in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, the 16th verse, tell you that men going to be afraid, and they're going to be, you know, going crazy from the lack of bread and for great tribulation. How about these women? You're gonna be dwelling in torments, man. It says, then shall they, 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 9, then shall they be in a pitiful case. That pitiful case is stressed out, no menstrual pads, no makeup for your face, no hygienic things for your body. You're gonna be smelling like a bunch of dead cats, you know what I mean? Yeah, hell yeah. It says, then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have lost my law while they had yet liberty, is when you see the apostles out here, the prophets out here, you see the videos on YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, Instagram. You fanned your hand at it, scoffed and scorned, became a big time scoffer. Now, that was a place of repentance for you. Now you done squandered that. Now you're going to suffer. It says, and they that have lost my law while they had yet liberty, and as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know after death by pain. And that's what's coming, death and pain. The same must know after death by pain. And that's what's coming. For all you beautiful women out here with the nice bodies, that you stunting and you acting like it's all about you, but you got a high body count, you're all going to die. All of you. You're all going to die. You're going to suffer.
Hey, man, hey, listen.
I got something. This is Jeremiah 30, verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Yeah, that's right. That's the spirit. I was gonna say that, man. And guess what, man? Hey, the men are gonna be fucked up out here too, man. Unless you a man of the Lord, unless you have the covering of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right?
You done.
Hey, the men is gonna be, hey, I'm just gonna say like women, man.
A lot of these niggas already like very feminine, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so,
Right.
man,
Whole ass niggas.
I'm not gonna go too much into detail, bro. But man, like, one dude, motherfucker had a splinter, and was like,
Right. Oh my god.
I was looking at this nigga like,
Right.
You serious, bro?
serious?
You serious, bro? Take that shit out, man. You push it out with your finger, man.
Niggas on the, oh, like,
Bro.
he's like, okay, take it out. I'm like, yo, my head, I'm like,
Bro.
man, niggas are, men are fucking falling, bro.
It was this video of this dude. This dude was like in his 20s, right? And
The new generation, niggas are soft.
this dude was in his 20s. He was getting a needle, and he was in his mom's arms like a little baby. And he was like, I'm scared of needles. And the nurse was laughing at him. The doctor was laughing at him. Even his mom was laughing. But he was like, I'm scared of needles. And she was like, he was like, wait. Please. I don't want to break in me. Nigga, let's take the fucking needle, man.
Yo, some niggas, like, bro, again, I deal with it. Some of these things that these guys come to me with, I'm like, you fucking serious, bro?
I've been mad in your face, bro. You better watch me like this.
I gotta keep a straight face, man.
Now you can't.
I literally see somebody.
Because you're
Yeah,
your boss.
yeah,
Your
Being
boss.
manager,
I
bro.
ain't gonna say where you work out. I forgot where you
Yo,
work
bro,
out.
being a manager is hard, man. You know that, right?
Yeah, but they come to me. One guy, they came in my office like this. I looked at the video. There was a little fucking push on the. He was like, yo, I know it don't look like it hurt, but I'm like, yo, bro.
Well, what happened to him?
A little fucking powder pushing like that. Like a little case, like.
And he's trying to work his comp or something, right?
That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. He tried to get a little come up, know what I'm saying? Workers come without coming to work, still get paid. That's what he wanted, man.
One time,
I told him I don't want that job. The supervisor joint. They was like, you might get our position one day. I was like, I don't want it.
It's too much responsibility, bro.
One time
Payroll.
One time I'm walking a dog, right? It's called a Labradoodle. It's the friendliest dog ever in life, right? This nigga was like, yo, bro, keep that dog away from me. I'm scared of dogs. I'm like, yo, bro, you can't be tough. You can't be tough at me, bro, and you scared of a dog like this, bro. Like, relax, bro. Relax. These men these days, man, you know, yeah. So that's back to the point. All right. Guess what, man? The men are gonna be afraid out here, man. They're gonna be fucked up out here, man. All right, unless you a man of the Lord. Unless you have that covering of your Habashim Yahushai.
A lot of dudes that's feminine and stuff.
Right.
Like where I live at, one dude is security, and I saw him sucking his thumb a couple of times.
Sucking his thumb.
Sucking his thumb.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I depend on the Lord for protection, but you got certain people in here. We got the security right here. I'm like, yo, this nigga sucking his thumb. I want to take him serious.
Right. You're a grown man,
You know what I'm
dog.
saying?
That's crazy. That's
Yo,
nuts.
I but you got it. I ain't
It's
lying.
more. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like
Yeah,
it.
that's right, man. So that day that's coming up is a great day of evil and wickedness and pestilence, right? This is going to be a one-on-one day, man. All right, like the scripture, as Brother read, there's not going to be a day like it. All right, so this is what's coming. All right, on the earth. All right, with America being the epicenter, right?
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of
Yeah,
it.
that's right, man. So that's a name. That's a name of a time period. The time period of what? Jacob's trouble, man. All right. So they're gonna come down on these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans first and foremost, man. They're gonna come down with great wrath. Hey, you listen to all these how you call them? You listen to like Alex Jones and all these people in like ilk, man. You know he's saying, yeah. So this is the plan. They're gonna come down on so-called black people. They're gonna go into black churches and all of these things. So all these that's part of the play. All right, that's part of their plan, man.
There definitely is a play coming up, man. Look, we're in a time of a very, very, very important election, right? And yes, we understand that presidents are selected. But what's unique about this situation is, well, you got to say, okay, how do they select them, right? Typically what you do is you honey trap them, all right? This is how come pornography, you got to be careful with it, because what they do is you be watching, let's say you want to watch a Latina get her black blown out, whatever, you're going to rub your shit out, get your shit off. All right, now what they're going to do is they're going to sneak in, I fucked my mom. They'll have that in the mix, and then they'll wait for you to click it. All right, okay, he's into some little weird shit. Then they'll start putting child pornography, bestiality, all this type of shit, and that's how they start trapping these particular senators and officials. Now that we have something on you, now we can promote you, right? The difference with this guy, Donald Trump, is they don't really got shit on him, all right? And at that level, it's not about money, okay? They're all billionaires, right? We all got money, so you have to have something over somebody. So you do have donor classes that support the left. You have donor classes support the right. You have bankers above that amongst these, which are these rich elite families, Rothschilds or what have you. But even amongst them, they bicker. So how this plays out is going to be very, very prominent. Think about it. This is one of the first elections where they saw their leader get shot and people didn't run. That's a lot of belief behind the person. Like, you know, he got shot and we didn't take off. They care more about his safety. Right. So they really and it's all the Most High. A lot of people really backing this guy. Now, if he doesn't win, okay, who knows what might happen? You know,
A lot of people backing him, so
that could also escalate it. Or another black swan event, just like 2020, where okay, let's stop this shit now, but other people are gonna buy it. So it's just a lot of uncertainty for the future, and I'll be very interested where this goes. Even if, and speaking of Alex Jones, Alex Jones said, look, even if he does win, he said one of the planned attacks is they just have some crazy shit happen in the White House, blow the shit up, who knows? Like that movie Olympus Has Fallen.
right.
So
right.
that shit right there is just very, very exciting times, man.
That's right. Yep. So it says, and the last part said, he shall be saved up out of it, right? That's how I go.
Yeah, it says, I'm reading again, verse Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, that's right, man. Zach, he is speaking about the elect, man. All right, the ones that had that faith, the ones that was predestinated, all right, to be in the book of life, man. All right, because guess what, man? The scriptures speak about what? America's going to be destroyed so much, ain't nobody's going to dwell here again, man. Desert creatures, all right, foul birds, man. All right, that's what's going to be over here in America, man. All right, and before that, all right, this Jacob showed before the arrival of the Lord, man. So guess what, man? The fire is going to be kindled, man. It's going to be hot out here, man. All right, you're going to see all type of different creatures, you know, wild beasts, leviathan. All right, people killing one another for lack of bread. What's that? 2 Ezra 15, 16, right? Okay, women getting ravished. All right, cannibalism. All right. That's how it's about to go down in this bitch, man. All right?
Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? We are encouraged to continue in the faith. All right? It's not a thing where you could just, all right, I'll put 10 years in, I'll retire. Ain't no retirement, man.
I'm in the Hall of Fame now.
Right, you right. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't happening.
My jersey is retired.
Right. Your jersey in the rafters. Ain't none of that, man.
Remember me, like John Lennon.
It says, and exhort, and you know what's crazy? Sometimes them old cats, they come out and kind of want, they expect you to just look at them like, yo,
right.
like, I'm like, nigga, you stop teaching. Like, this is the NFL. What have you done for me lately, bro?
I seen one time I'm on the bus. I listened to a video from Pastor Har. I'm on the bus. Why am I hearing the same video? Dude behind me listening up. I said, oh, you listen to Pastor Har? Yeah. I said, okay, you know, camp or something? No, I was in One West back in the day. I said, you don't go out? No, you know, that kind of cut him, you know what I mean? I said, you don't go out?
On purpose to let him feel that shit.
Yeah, you don't go out? No, I don't go out. I just turn around and went about my business, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. I went about
Another
my
thing,
business,
it was this dude on my job, right? He worked at night. He was like, I'm coming in early in the morning. He about to leave, but he's in the cafeteria. I'm getting some coffee because you know, coffee and everything early in the morning. He like, Shalom Yahweh. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
So I'm like, oh shit. He was like,
telling everybody where you work and shit.
but I ain't telling him. I ain't get a name up though. I ain't get a name up where I work at, but I'm like, oh, he's like, Shalom Yahweh. I'm like, oh shit. He was like, yo, keep that shit to yourself, bro.
Right,
he was like, nah, I watched the videos. You know, that's how long you been watching the videos. He was like, for 3 years. I said, so you ain't considered joining the camp? He was like, you know, I'm not ready to give up certain pleasures that I have. Which is, he said, I love shrimp.
Oh, that's
So I'm like, all right, bro, you know, but you gotta,
bro.
you gotta understand something, bro.
Funny.
You gotta understand, bro. You gotta understand, bro. When you come to serve the Lord, you gotta give up a lot of things that you was doing when you was in the world. You have knowledge of this truth. Yeah, true. You right. I'm gonna think, I'm gonna try hard. So now I saw him again. He's in the cafeteria, and nigga eating fucking pork bacon.
Yeah, I know what they're gonna say. Yeah.
So I'm like, yo. I looked at him. I ain't even saying that to him. He looked at me. See me. He put his head down.
Right.
Cause he knew that he was going off. Let me say, so you that's a nigga that know you an Israelite, but you ain't willing to give away all your. You ain't willing to sacrifice certain foods that's unhealthy for you. And God knows whatever. Everything I'm saying, that's he's doing. Know what I'm saying? I just caught him eating one time shrimp, and I caught him eating bacon another time. What else you doing, nigga?
Fat back, scrapple.
I don't know what he doing, man. I'm insane, man. I'm speaking as a man. I don't know what else he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He could be doing some other wicked shit that I don't know about. You know what I mean? But the Lord knows.
Acts 14:22, it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Yeah, that's right, man. Through much tribulation, you're gonna enter in the kingdom, man.
He's gonna go through it.
Yeah, gold is tried in the fire. All right? Everybody gonna get tested, man. Everybody in the planet's gonna get tested.
He's gonna go through it.
All right, yeah, man. And guess what, man? This is for all, as they say, this is for all the marbles, man. All right? So this is not gonna be a cakewalk. All right? Yes, of course, the Lord's servants gonna eat, they're gonna drink, you're gonna laugh. All right, but at the same time, man, every brother gonna have their own test going on, man. All right, but the difference is, man, hey, man, you get Isaiah 33 verse 6. All right, hey, man, we have that covered, man. Lord willing, we be of the elect, man. All right.
That says in Psalms 34:7. We used to call it the 34:7 scripture. Still call it that, but it says the angel of the Lord encampeth around those that fear him.
Right.
That's right.
And I remember Apostle Ricard said on 34th Street, when you leave the camp, you put yourself out there to the spirits. You know, that's why you want to be, in the camp. I'm not saying you got to be here to make it, but if you're part of the camp and you're just out there, look what happens to guys that do that. Look what happens to guys when they break off, saying, I found some deep mystery, I'm breaking off. It don't last long.
I remember just take my chances about being I ain't taking my chance. I remember just being in the camp and I take my chances about knowing this truth and being outside the camp. Nah, I remember taking my chances of being in the camp. I'm not gonna, chance it and go back, break off from a camp, think I'm gonna do my own thing and then wind up falling out because the spirit ain't with you. Because what you need, I ain't with that. I ain't doing that shit, man.
People don't have the self-discipline to continue to go out there Saturday and Saturday. But when there's all eyes on you and there's pressure, and brothers are consulting you, at least you're fighting and battling that spirit. That's why the scriptures tell you, man.
Counsel.
Right, but
Counsel of the Lord.
Right. But
Be around righteous counsel, I'm sorry.
No, you're right, brother. Be around righteous counsel. But Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter, speaks about how two is better than one.
That's right.
Because when one falls, the other will be able to pick him up.
That's
You
right.
ain't on top of your shows, you ain't doing a show, what's up? What's up with camp? You're gonna have that brother, but if you're not in the camp and you dolo, then it's just like
It's easy.
Speaking of that,
I know what you're talking about. We'll talk about it later.
I ain't gonna mention it. I'm saying, but that shit is kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been a very long time.
Isaiah 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yeah, that's right, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. All right? As we read earlier, people are going to be running to and fro, looking for answers, and there ain't going to be no answers, man. But guess what? Those that are rooted in the truth, all right, you're going to be stable in that time, even though you're going through whatever hell you're going through, man. All right? Okay? So this guy, I'm saying he's got demons on him.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
My mind drifted a little bit, but for certain brothers that don't be coming out, it's areas where you could just go out and just teach on your dolo. Then
Right.
And if you're not gonna do something,
Right.
I was scouting out areas and see. I'm like, this is it.
We go. You, for example, not just Saturdays.
Right.
You got mid camp week.
Like,
You know what I mean?
hey, you don't gotta be with brothers like us. You could try to link up with Yahweh or Shema, whatever it is. Just brother, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, some brothers, I don't want to use a clique. I guess different with other brothers. You know what I mean?
Right. That's right. Yeah, you can't just twiddle your thumbs, man. I know some scriptures. You can't just.
When these brothers had time, we used to go to your crib.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to be like, I gotta get it in.
Right.
Every Wednesday, it's to come to my crib every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? But the spirit have it whereas brothers, evolve and they do, other things. You know what I'm saying? So the spirit had it whereas we stopped doing that, but still, it ain't gonna stop me from doing this, from putting up videos. It's not gonna stop this brother from putting up videos.
There's a brother that got suspended. Remember him, Aishar? He used to go come to Wednesdays in Staten Island. It's been 3-4 years now since he's been suspended.
Yep.
Put out the camp. For whatever reason, but he's continuing doing shows.
Oh, Ashiar?
I think we were talking about the Asherite, right?
No, he's still. He's still out
You talking about the dude that was we called the shit demon?
The captain.
Not him, right? Not him. Okay, not him. Okay.
Don't put. He don't
I-
tax.
yeah,
What
yeah,
are you talking about?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
still, he go out. He go
still
out.
go out, he still go
Come
out.
on, I need to my ear.
And even though he got put out there by the apostles and the camp, whatever, he's not talking shit.
No,
It's
yeah,
been like,
yeah.
what, 3 years now?
Yeah.
3-4 years?
I think it's
Four,
like a
5
different
years,
camp.
like maybe 5 years.
Maybe 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is
was
5
supposed
years.
to.
Yep, yep, yep.
Still out there teaching.
Yep, that's right.
Putting up videos. So that's the spirit you want to be in. You got to believe this thing for yourself. The scripture says, was that Romans the 4th chapter? 14th chapter? I think it's Romans 14 and 12. You got something?
Yeah, to finish up, Isaiah 32:9, and wisdom and stability, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Yeah, that's right, man. So the fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. All right? The fear of the Lord, that's why, you know, as I spoke earlier again about the money and all these things, hey, none of these things is going to profit you in the day of the Lord's wrath, man. This is what really counts, man.
That's right.
This is the bank account this is what really counts. This is how you're going to get your interest and all of that. This is what really matters, man. All right? The ways of this world, all that's going to come to the end, man. The scriptures speak about what? Woe unto you that go down to Egypt for help. All right? So that's what they're doing. They making that play where your faith is going to be tested. All right? Do you trust in the Lord or you trust in the ways of man? Do you trust this so-called white man? All right? If you don't have that covering on your, the Lord, man, you surely going to get put to death, man. All right? Straight up.
That was it?
Yeah. I got, oh, you got it.
Romans 14 and 5. One man esteemeth one day above another.
That's right.
Another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
Yeah, that's right, man. So you gotta be fully persuaded in your own mind, man. Regardless of what happens, man. Hey, regardless of what happens, man. You might get kicked out, you might get suspended or whatever it is. All right, guess what, man? You still gotta go out, man.
You
That's
remember what
right.
Apostle Al-Tahar told us on camera? He said you gotta pretend in your mind. Well, he said this is what I do. I pretend I'm the only person with this thing. Like what if there was no other guy? I'm the only person
Right,
with
right,
this thing.
remember that, right.
You got to
Everything
go out
like
there.
that.
You got to go out there and do what you got to do because you're the only person that got this truth. So you got to enlighten others, so others can pick up the torch and do what you're doing.
Right.
You know. So
you can't be like, man, you know what? I'm gonna do a show, but you know what? That brother will do it. You gotta
Right.
pretend you're the only one with this thing. I had that same sort of drive, like I'm the only one with this truth.
Right.
You know?
I may skip a day, but after that I'm doing my show. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's, you know,
What I do is like I make, I do lessons as a part of my routine. Like, you know, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I'm so diligent with the gym, man. I'm so diligent. I write down everything. I try to miss a day. So why the fuck am I missing days of teaching?
Right.
So he said, you know what I said? I said, look, every time I go to the gym, I gotta do a show. So I told myself, like, every time I go to the gym.
yeah, that's and that's perfect, right? That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
What you gotta do? I'm waiting for
Yeah.
yeah.
And it fucks with my head because I'm like, yo, you're gonna really put your gym workout and getting up early over the Lord.
Right.
So I was like, that godly guilt, like, no, I don't give a fuck if I gotta put together something.
Right.
Even if it's just reading through a scripture or a chapter, I gotta put together something. There's no way I just woke up this early, went through this workout, all that, my own desires, and then put the word of the Lord second. Nah, I'm gonna do a show.
Nah, you're right. I remember the Apostle Harry said one time, he said, yeah, you might not be the spirit, but you gotta make yourself be the spirit sometimes, man. You gotta make yourself be the spirit, man. Hey, handle it. I'm speaking to myself first, man. All right? Because the scriptures say what? When you come and serve the Lord, you can never go far enough, man.
So hey, it be times, know what I'm saying, where you looking for a video or you searching the internet to look for a video so you can land back with the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, and you don't find it, but then the spirit will hit you to do something, you know, it's always something to do. It's always something to bring out a point on, you know what I mean?
Right.
You may run across a video where some person, you know, they call the cops and they got a knife. Like I did, the lady had a knife. She called the cops on her ex-husband, her baby father. But when police came to the door, knocked on the door, she got a knife in her hand. So the police was like backed up, like, yo, drop the knife. She was, no, I'm gonna stab this nigga, you know, I'm gonna stab him. So they like dropped the knife. And she had a 9-year-old daughter there, and the dude that was there, her baby father. And she didn't drop the knife, she lunged at the dude. So police, instead of tasing her, nigga put 3 in her.
What did they tase, bro?
Nigga, nah, he put 3 in her. Boom, boom, boom. Dude was like, so the dude that was about to get stabbed, she lunged at him. He was like, why'd you shoot? Why'd you shoot?
It shows you, no, but it shows you a man truly loves a woman, bro.
Yeah.
But it shows you, but she was about to stab him. She said, I'm gonna stab. She opened the door and was like, I'm gonna have the knife in her hand. And police was like, it was a female and a dude. I did a show on it. She was like, drop the weapon. So she was like, I'm gonna stab this. She was all irate, all feeling her emotions. And then when they came in, her 9-year-old daughter was.
That's what the guy was thinking about. Like, damn, this brother just lost his mom.
And the daughter's right there.
The dude was.
Traumatized.
The girl was standing by the wall. They was arguing. This probably was over bullshit. She probably was getting dramatic. You know how women do. And when police came, he said, yo, he said, drop the knife. No, I'm about to stab this nigga. So she lunged at him. Dude pulled his weapon and was like, bah, 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 3 times. Homeboy was like, yo, why'd you shoot? Why'd you shoot? He said that 3 times. Why'd you shoot? His daughter fainted, you know what I mean? And she died, you know what I
He
mean?
was ready to take a fucking stab wound and have the father, the mother, the daughter without a mother. That's how men think, bro. That's just how men think.
And that stab wound could have been fatal. She could have hit him in his heart. She could have hit an artery. He'd have been deleted. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like in the scriptures. It's a shame for a man to get put to death by a woman. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man get put to death by a woman. That's kind of shameful, man. You know, you let a woman get the best of you and put you to death. You know what I mean? But everything is to the Lord. You know what I mean? But yeah, she got emotional, and it cost her her life. And she could have easily, because they kept on saying, drop the weapon, drop the weapon. You had a goddamn big-ass butcher knife in your hand. Talking about you going to stab the shit out your baby father because he didn't want to leave the house or he pushed you. Let him get the assault charge. You call police, and now you in the house with police, and you talking about you going to stab somebody. What do you think police going to do to you? You think they're going to let you stab this dude in their presence? No, they're going to take you down. They're going to tase you.
They just want to take you out.
Nah, they kept on telling her to drop the weapon. She was all irate, and then she lunged at the dude. No, I'm going to stab this motherfucker. Fuck this nigga.
They could have just tased her right off the bat.
They could have tased her. That's what I'm saying, but that was judgment of the Lord,
They
man.
wanted to kill. They wanted to kill.
That was judgment. That was her judgment. She called the cops, and that was her judgment from the Lord, man. She called the cops, and the cops came and deleted her, but that was her judgment. Because they could have, like you said, they could have easily tased this bitch.
Yo, but you know what? I'll say this, bro. This is why my mom said something to me, man. And it always resonated in my mind. My uncle got a bunch of guns, but my dad never got guns. And my mom said, what she said about guns, she said the thing with guns is people get in arguments, you get highly emotional, and if you have a gun, you could do things that you would normally do if the argument, it's like, arguments are like this. You know, typically they go like that, they have their peaks and they slowly
Like a
come back
roller
down.
coaster.
Right. But imagine a peak and you have a gun or a weapon. Shit could go south.
Yeah.
I mean, like think about it, they didn't have that fucking, you said a butcher knife machete?
She had a butcher knife in her hand. She had a big.
I'm just saying, if that wasn't in the picture, they could have probably fought, who knows, but eventually they'd have calmed back down.
She opened the door with the butcher knife because they was not going to. First they came and they was hearing arguments, so they banged on the door. So she opened the door with a butcher knife in her hand. I called y'all. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. I called y'all.
They ain't gonna do nothing to her.
Now I called y'all. It was a Edomite woman and an Edomite man. I called y'all. She was like, okay, just drop the knife.
Oh, that's why I didn't get that much news, because she was an Edomite. Right. It was a black woman getting shot.
Nah, black woman got shot. It was the black woman got. She called a cop. It was an Edomite man, police officer, and an Edomite cop.
Okay.
Woman, Edomite woman, and Edomite man. But it was a nigga woman that got shot. He was like, "Why'd you shoot? Why'd you shoot?"
Wow.
She lunged at you with the knife, nigga. I did a video on that. She lunged you with the knife. She was about to kill you.
No more knife lunging now.
But, you know, the point he was trying to make is, listen, man, you know, there's always something to do, man. There's always something to do when it comes to, you know, serving the Lord, man. All right?
So even that tragedy, I did a video on it, even though it was a tragic incident, but I did a video on it to bring an edification that being emotional could cost you your life. That's the name of the video. Being emotional could cost you your life. You gotta think with logic. You can't think with emotions because you dealing with emotions. That 15 or 10 seconds of emotional outburst will cost you a lifetime of pain or cost you your life.
No. 1 Peter 4 verse 15. It says, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, which meaning I'm a follower of Yahushua, let him not be ashamed, but let him glory to the power on his behalf.
Yeah, that's right, man. This is the time we coming up in, man. All right, we can't just be out here in the streets, moving on fucking willy nilly, man. Can't control your emotions. All right, doing your own thing. Nah, man. All right. Guess what, man? We live in a time, man. Guess what? We're gonna suffer. All right. We're gonna suffer. Some of us are gonna get put into prison. But guess what, man? We want to do all these things for the Lord's sake, man. You don't want to be suffering for some bullshit.
I was going to say, hey, what did Peter say when he got put in prison? He rejoiced, man.
Right.
Because he knew that he got put in prison for doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right.
So,
right. And that's going into what? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Because guess what? You know, eventually it's going to happen to brothers. It's going to happen to us. And guess what? We understand, all right, this is what the Lord had written from the beginning, man. All right, this is part of the process, man. Some brothers going to get locked up. Some brothers going to get put to death. Some brothers going to be pilgrims on the run. Brothers going to have spiritual powers. All right? Okay? So the scriptures really give you that anchor to keep you stable. All right? When all hell inevitably is going to break loose, man.
Wait, correction. Peter and his men, they didn't rejoice when they went to prison. They rejoiced when they got out because their punishment was they got beaten with stripes. Because the wicked Pharisees was upset, telling them, "We told y'all stop preaching." So they got stripes for preaching the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and that's what made them rejoice.
Yeah, they got beat for that, but they rejoice in getting beat for that. You know what I mean?
I got something. Sirach 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day.
Yeah, that's right, man. So make not tiring to turn to the Lord. And how the law
says, make not tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day.
Yeah,
I'm going to do a show another day.
Right. Procrastination and all that.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's no tomorrow.
Procrastination and all. Hey.
It's no tomorrow, Rock.
Creed.
It's no tomorrow.
There's no tomorrow.
I can speak for myself. Sometimes I might have a video lined up. I'll do it later. I'll do it. Is it a good video? I'm out here questioning myself and that. What happened? Some brother do the exact video on the exact same topic. You know what I'm saying? You know?
That doesn't mean you can do a video.
No, I'm doing my video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he
real
could.
quick, bro.
You know?
Edification.
It ain't no tomorrow. That's Rocky 3.
No, that's real though.
That's Rocky 3.
That's for you brothers out there, man.
That was a good, hey, that was a good scene, bro. That was Rocky 3 when Rocky got his ass whooped by Clubber Lane.
That's you, them demons is fucking you up.
Right.
Can't be like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, man. Them demons beating me out. Nah, man, there's no fucking tomorrow.
You gotta fight.
That's right.
You gotta fight the good fight.
Yeah. You know? Hey, man, you can't be procrastinating too much in this truth, man. Hey, man, we gotta do what we gotta do, man. This truth is our first and foremost priority, man. All right? It's first and foremost. This is our number one priority. All right? Yep. And that's why we always gotta make room for a lot of bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? We make time for a lot of bullshit. All right? So why not just take the time every day? Once again, myself first and foremost. All right, to do what the Lord commanded, man.
That's
Apostles
right.
are extremely patient. It's a disciplined camp, but it's a very understanding and lenient camp.
Right.
Because apostles are long suffering, you know? So we do work with guys. But some guys just like
Unworkable.
look, man, I can't hold your hand across the street, man. You're a grown man now. Like, what the fuck? You know what you're supposed to do. And at the end of the day, we're all being built up to be leaders. So what type of example do you want to set, you know, for the brothers that are under you? You know, you want to be a guy that's lackadaisical? Or you want to be a guy that follows the examples of your elders, the apostles, right? Which is to be diligent, consistent, you know, to the best of your ability. If you stumble, hey, pray to the Most High. You know,
That's right.
Put the spirit on me. Just keep being diligent. You know what I'm saying? You know?
If you gotta fast for a day, pray to the Lord to put the spirit on you to keep moving, to keep on trucking, to keep on. what the King David say? Take not that Holy Spirit from me.
Right. You know how you fight demons? Along with prayer, keep yourself busy, man. You know, you just keep yourself occupied. You know, I'm doing a show now. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. You don't have no time to really be in your fucking depression state.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
that's the spirit. We said that. We said
that.
We said that on one of the camps during the week or a couple of times. It's like,
yeah.
yo, we don't even have no time to feel sad. Me and Barack Obama was like, there's no time.
Right.
We don't have no time.
Right.
Yo, it
If
was
you have a lot
funny
of
because he
time on
was
your hands,
laughing.
if you have a lot of time on your hands, if you have a lot of time on your hands,
that's when them demons start fucking with
you
you.
start crying. But if you're fucking occupied, busy, okay, look, I gotta hit the gym, or I gotta do my show, now I gotta get to work, shit, I gotta pick up groceries for the family, I'm just moving and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't got no time to be all fucking wallowing in depression.
All in your depression mode and having time for them demons to fuck with you, because they fuck with your mind. Demons it starts here. When they fuck with you, they start here. They start with your mind. You start thinking crazy things, being delusional. Before you know it, them
Assuming
delusions,
shit.
assuming shit, and it's not true. But them demons is working on your mind, festering your mind. Not just 1, 2, or 3 demons. You know what I mean? Then you may have a demon, have your wife or your woman start messing with you, or a co-worker, you know, or a brother at camp start getting on you for certain things that you doing that you lacking on. So it gets crazy.
I look what. Oh, we gotta let the scriptures come out.
All right, quick set. This is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. It says, "For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again."
That's right.
So yeah, man. You know what I mean? Hey, guess what? You're gonna fall in this truth, man. You're gonna stumble. You're gonna have your little low moments or whatever it is, man. But guess what? You can't let that get you down, man.
Can't let that dictate the pattern of your life that you're going to choose, the path.
Yeah, you just depressed for months at a time, weeks at a time.
That's a demon, man.
Yeah, bro, nobody want to be around that shit anyway, bro. Like, in
Yo, out
reality-
here, anybody catch hell like me?
Right, exactly. You know what I'm going through. Like,
That's a
bro,
demon.
alright, bro.
Well, we all going through
That depression, that's a demon.
Yeah.
Being sad, always being depressed, that's a demon on you, man.
Yeah.
You know? It's called a depressed demon. You gotta shake that shit, man. You know?
Let me finish what I'm saying. It says, "But the wicked shall fall into mischief." And as the brother said, man, that's how you fall into mischief, man.
Being
When you-
idle.
Yeah, being idle, man. You just sitting around the crib all day. You ain't going
idle hands do the
outside.
devil's work.
Yeah, that's how they say in the world, you know. So guess what, man?
But it rings true, though.
Yeah. You want to be well-rounded in the truth, even if you're not doing a video, right?
Oh, yeah.
When you outside, hey man, come up with something, man.
You look at you might see a family member in the world or whatever, and you notice they just waste time. You be looking at them like this is
Right.
worthless.
Right.
Like, yo, and I hate to be proud, but you be like,
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
you just wasting up air and shit, man.
Right.
I gotta hold my peace.
You're just a useless
Like,
eater.
yo,
Yeah.
Yeah, useless eater.
When I wear some,
like, yo. Then you got a nigga bragging, yo, I get bitches, I get. I don't see what the fuck they see.
Right.
Fucking
But
useless.
you gotta understand
I'm
something.
sorry, brother.
A wicked woman is giving us a push to a wicked man. A wicked woman that's out there doing the same thing he's doing, not nothing, they're gonna be attracted to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Wickedness attract wickedness, man. You know?
Yeah, and you know, as a
So
brother
it
said,
sound like the
yeah,
apostles, yo.
yeah. You know, you gotta.
I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, you're right.
looking at this nigga shaking your hand like, come on,
Right. Nah, you gotta.
Niggas
You gotta
happy, and then motherfucker be all happy and shit. I just be like, motherfucker. I be like, yo, when the hell break loose, man, that ain't gonna be no more happiness no more.
Yeah,
What's going on? I don't know, nigga.
Yeah? You're
Call
right.
you, click, hang right up.
You're
Yeah,
right.
man,
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. You in this truth, man. Yeah, man. You gotta stay busy, man. Hey, you can't. The scripture speak about that, man. You can't be fucking niggas sleeping all day. You waking up 2, 3 in the afternoon and all this type of shit, man. Like, yo, motherfuckers be doing that shit, bro.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something, man.
Shit.
Even though on the weekends when I'm
shit.
not working, I'm so used to getting up early in the morning.
Bro.
I wake up early in the morning and then I just turn on my TV and start watching TV.
I
Or
wake
I
up
do a
early,
video.
Sometimes I'll be pissed. I'm like, yo, bro, it's my day off and my body don't really, it's not allowed to really sleep like for long periods of time like that.
Yo, bro, let me tell you something. I wake up because I wake up like 4:30 in the morning every day. So on my days off, bro, I wake up. I'm like, yo, I wake up, it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Right.
So I'm like, damn. So I gotta sit down watching watch a video or something, you know what I'm saying? Then
Right.
slowly I start falling back to sleep, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I try to put on some educational shit to knock me out. That's what I'll dream about.
yeah.
Right.
I got something to
After
put.
this, I'm gonna say something.
Proverbs 6:6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard.
It's beautiful.
Consider her ways and be wise.
Yeah, that's right, man. So go to the ant, man. All right, the ant is always working, man. Preparing for the winter time, man. All right, you don't see no ants just hanging around chilling, man. All right, we're constantly working, man. Constantly keep yourself busy, man. Learn a fucking skill or something, man. I don't know, you know what I mean?
These niggas,
Yeah.
these niggas that have that carry over into the truth talking about camp season.
Right. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
camp season is back. I'm like, what?
It's back.
Well, we
When did it ever end?
what the Paul said, be instant in season and out of season. So what do you mean?
In other words, there's no off season.
Exactly. There's always work to do. There's no time where you can take off. If you taking off, that means you went back in the world.
Right.
I mean, you could take. I mean, let's say you don't do a video for 2 days and you come back do 3-4 videos.
Right.
It's not like you went back in the world. You just probably had things that was occupying you. Then you came to realize, okay, I ain't do a video in 2 days. Let me
Right.
do my videos. Like then you put up 3 videos back to back to back to compensate for what you didn't do for 2 days.
Hey, them athletes, them NBA players and all of that. Oh, you might think they have an off season when they season that.
That's when they really working.
They working. They work. Yo, what you doing when you start training for the off season? As soon as the last game. Yeah, the next day.
At least
You
the
know
ones
what I
that are
mean?
great
Yep.
stay.
Like the Major League Baseball,
Yep.
they have winter games, winter baseball. They go over to South America and play in the South
league
American
over-
League. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Venezuela, the team over there. You got US. You got major players from the New York Yankees. And not only Major League Baseball players, they go South America and they play in Mexico and they keep their game up. I'm to keep their game sharp. I mean, by
If you look
playing.
at any people that's great at whatever they in, they live and breathe what they do. Like
Right.
apostles,
Yeah.
or even back to the world analogy, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
The supermodel wife left him because he's like, damn, you too into this game more than me. The bitch was right.
But guess what? But she left him,
Yeah,
started dealing with some other nigga, and then when Tom Brady started dealing with some other bitch, she started complaining and flipping like, oh, you know,
But woman, fuck her, bro.
Women bugged up, bro.
She complained about him playing in the NFL just to go back and do her whole modeling shit again. So it's like, bitch. So,
Well, you
man,
know, yeah.
but I'm just
But-
saying the point is like, you know, the guys that are really into
Diligent, yeah.
diligent, whatever. When you diligent at something, you're gonna succeed at it, man. If you really like put your whole spirit into the shit and be consistent, you'll master that craft.
Yeah, that's right, man. So this is in the same stat. Hey, that's their profession. All right, this is our profession.
That's right.
All right, and they do it for a corruptible crime. We doing it for some way greater, man. Incorruptible crime. Man.
that's right.
All right, so why wouldn't we? Hey, man, as the brother say, the great ones. We try to be one of the greats, man. You know what I mean? You know. So we gotta be diligent. All right, in our profession, man. All right.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man, but the power is faithful.
So that cuts that whole, yo, hey, man, I'm catching the most hell that can't take spirit.
Right.
Or I'm going through what nobody's going through. Like,
No, the love gives you what you can handle.
you're not going through nobody. Just read it again, bro.
1 Corinthians 10:13. There had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
Right, even people in the world catch hell. So how special are you? You know what I'm saying? My hell is different. Come on, you gotta cut that shit out.
Because it might be a thing I can't take what you go through.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't have like a personal family with kids and stuff.
Right.
I might not be able to deal with that.
Right.
He can.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Somebody, I heard the blab, but somebody told me that, yo, man, you live in a crib, you don't got no kids, you just, yo, I like my space. That's my glory. I
Right.
feel it might be hell to some people, but I like,
Right.
You know what I mean? I like to have all the lights out sometimes. You know what I mean?
feel you. I feel
Yeah, I don't do that to the bathroom, right? Because the fixture's fucked up. You cut it off, and that shit might start not to work. You know what I mean?
So you keep it on, right?
Yeah. That's how I do that, yo.
Yeah, you keep it
But
on.
I'm sorry, but yo, I was like, yo, nah, I don't want no fucking lot. Excuse me, I don't want no family. I had a lot of responsibilities in my mom was around. I try to tell people, like, I had a lot of responsibilities and
Right.
I'm
free, like
Right.
to the world's stage. I'm free, eyes are
Right.
free.
Right.
You know, you got it.
You don't have no more
Yeah,
burdens
man,
on you that you
yo,
gotta worldly burdens
What, you know?
other than bills and shit like that.
And,
You know what I
and
mean?
an alarm clock, I might cut it off for extra 30 minutes, but you know, that's it. I'm sorry.
It says,
It's all
but the
good.
power is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Yeah, that's right, man. So the Lord always make a way, man. All right? Hey, man, if you able-bodied, hey, man, the Lord make a way for you, man.
That's right.
The Lord make a way for you, man. Straight up, man. You know? So, yeah, so with
no
that,
excuses.
you know, Lord willing, everyone's edified. With that, we're going to give all praise due to the Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Bakak Wadash.
All right? Lord willing, until next time. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.